This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Reilly.
Well, then you're in luck, young lady, because tonight on the Ultimate Spider Cast, we're talking a classic Ben Reilly Spider-Man tale. Before that, welcome to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil, and joining me as always, that clone herself.
Go clone yourself, Phyllis. It's a little hellfire.
Oh, this gives you the smirks or the prayer and everything. Clone yourself.
I just...
What were you saying?
Okay, I need my unpopular opinion drop.
Alright. Oh, she's making it official, people.
Just need to get my unpopular opinion out of my mouth.
Okay, I hate Sensational Spider-Man because you know what it replaced?
Web of.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like no! I don't need Ben Reilly to have a flagship showcase.
But then once Ben Reilly died, spoilers, I mean, Peter took it over.
Yeah, which still wasn't that great. I just felt like these stories weren't the best.
I mean, I don't know why they just replaced one book with another, unless it was just, I mean, Sensational, it's like, you know, it's like amazing, spectacular.
Exactly, it's like Sensational. Who are you, my grandma? Who uses Sensational?
But I'm just like, I don't know if I ever was like completely in love with the title Web of Spider-Man.
I kind of liked it. It's punny. It's fun. And then, you know, as you get deeper into the lore, it like actually makes a lot more sense the more time goes on, oddly enough. I don't know.
And I don't know if it's just like the thing back in the day, like, I don't know if some stores still do this, but like, mine does. But I mean, when they put them on the shelf, they stuck them in alphabetical order. So this would have been sitting there next to Spectacular and, you know, Spider-Man.
My comic book shops, the three that I go to, all do by whoever does the most numbers. That's what's in your face.
Well, that's where I go to. There's like, you know, there's a section for the new books, and then, you know, once they get slid down to the, you know, older books, the titles are in alphabetical order. Well, there's a DC side, a Marvel side.
Yeah. But also, like, I just wasn't a fan of Dan Jurgens, like, at the time, either, because of the whole thing that he did with Superman. Like, I don't really like the Jurgens Superman stuff. So, it's like, oh, so you're just gonna bring him over here now. Okay.
What, the mullet?
Yes.
Well, from what I hear, I mean, maybe the Jurgens stuff on Spider-Man suffered because I don't think he was happy, because I believe...
Well, it was Bob Harris, the new editor-in-chief, that just gave him hell on top of that, too. And then mainly because he was a DC guy. Word on the curb. That's what word on the curb was.
Yeah, well, and two, I think I heard like he wanted to write Peter Parker. And they were just like, oh, no, yeah, it's Ben Reilly. You know, and they kept dragging that out because the Clone Saga was selling.
I think he gives a couple of interviews about the constant changes of ideas and directions, and he's just like, you know what? I'm out.
Like, they kept telling him, like, oh, yeah, we're bringing Peter Parker back now, but they kept, like, dragging it out. So then Jurgens was like, okay, I had enough. I mean, if you look at the beginning of the Clone Saga and the end of the Clone Saga, there might have been, like, one or two guys still there from the beginning, but most of them left.
Ironically, I did enjoy Todd DeZago, who kind of like picked up where Jurgens left. I felt like he did, under those particular set of circumstances, really. He didn't crumble under the pressure, as it were. He just was happy to have a damn job.
Yes,
but yeah, you know, other than that, you know.
Yes. But anyway, because we're covering Media Blizzard tonight because it's another Mysterio arc.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's one of those crossovers in the three of Spider-Man's books at the time. They're all from February 1996. So each quote-unquote chapter is like by a different creative team.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, Dan Jurgens wrote the first part in Sensational Spider-Man #1, which technically wasn't a #1 because they did an issue 0 before this.
Yes.
Where Ben Reilly puts his new suit together and makes web fluid out of like household cleaners or something.
That's what the kids are calling it.
It was 96. No,
I know.
everyone was huffing.
I don't know. It's just weird.
What, the story?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the new TV channel in town, Mystery Vision.
How obvious can you be?
Signing his name to it almost. I mean, come on.
Of mist and mirrors, worst of all. Everybody wants to be famous. I get it.
And just, so many of like the Ben Reilly era books had to do with like microchips and stuff. You're like, you just know a bunch of old guys are writing this.
Technobabble.
Yes.
And you know what pisses me off more than anything is when they mention Rhino, but we don't see Rhino. That pisses me off.
You mean like Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Exactly. Also Shirley Washington.
Well, she ran the coffee shop where Ben Reilly works. Hey, it was the 90s. Coffee shops were big.
I guess.
Ask Jennifer Aniston.
Gunter! Who is not Damien Dark, Charlie. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I guess that, coffee shops are big and he didn't want to be a complete...
You know who Ben Reilly is? He's Kendra from Legends of Tomorrow.
Really?
He was just a barista 2 weeks ago. It's fine.
That's right.
Sorry with my DC nonsense. But Jessica is annoying as well. Like, all the girls in this book are annoying as hell.
Oh, his goth girlfriend, Jessica, yes.
Yeah.
Who turns out to be the daughter of the burglar.
Right?
I love how Ben Reilly leaves town for 5 years, comes back, gets a job, and then all of a sudden he just happens to start dating the daughter of the burglar.
He used to dabble in photography. Like, what? Oh, God.
That sounds like a bad pickup line. It's like, would you like me to take your own picture, young lady?
I know, it's like red alert, stranger danger.
This weird guy in the coffee shop trying to pick me up, take pictures of me. Oh, no.
I don't know how guys like Ben and Pete get girls at all. They are so damn awkward.
Well, how to get Mary Jane? She knew he was Spider-Man.
Well, there you go.
She told him she figured it out during the whole alien when he had the symbiote. Oh, we gotta cover that.
Yeah. Eventually. But the dit chip, really? Really?
I always thought of it as like DIT, but yeah, I guess it's either DIT or dit chip.
Yeah, I was like DIT, obviously, but there's like no period, so it's just kind of like...
Well, at least it's a T. It could be worse.
You say it quick enough. Anyway, yeah.
And I just love in the these Jurgens sensational issues. He made up this Centennial University. I'm like, wait a second, did they close down Empire State or something?
It got blown up Kurt Connors blew up that lab one too many times. It had to be quarantined.
Although, yes, I guess just so every 2 seconds someone wasn't like, hey, you look exactly like Peter Parker except for blonde hair. All those old teachers and his friends.
I don't know, man. Everybody in Pete's life's kind of dense, so I don't know.
Yeah, so Jessica reveals she has a weird fixation with Spider-Man because, he doesn't know it's the burglar's daughter yet.
Same old Pete tendencies. It's fine.
Then they run into Dr. Ramirez, who invented the dit chip.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta rush back to work.
I love how he's fiddling with it. He's impressed with the display, and I'm just like, he's like, nothing to see here. Moving on.
Yes, because whoever stole the dit chip is using it for the mystery vision to hypnotize basically anyone who watches it. That's why the ratings are through the roof.
I mean, they're not even trying. They're holding our hand as readers.
And I'm just like, really? I mean, I guess he's getting ad revenue, like ad revenue and stuff. But I'm like, Mysterio's doing all this just for, have the best TV network. Really?
Well, I mean, I could see that.
I guess, yeah. We need a DOT chip.
Definitely. Rudolph Hines, yeah. These names are killing me, bro. Killing me.
And then there's that creepy Rudolph special.
Well, Rudolph's weird to begin with anyway. I'm pretty sure that red thing on his nose is a tumor. Oh. And nobody's helping him. I'm just saying.
Oh, see, the special is Rudolph. The head is Randolph Hines.
Yes, exactly.
But I love how, like, the name's Mystery Vision. The offices are an old abandoned theater. None of this is Ben Reilly.
When the room fills with green smoke.
Or here, put on this visor. Put on this green Cyclops visor.
Yeah.
I know. Did he see? It only takes like 4 panels, then the green smoke shows up, and it's like, Mysterio, I assume that's you with that new look. There's no bubble on his head. It's just like his head is almost looks like Ghost Rider, but it's smoke instead of fire.
Yeah. I kind of actually appreciate that little upgrade, shall we call it.
Yeah. I don't know. What did you think of the rest of the costume?
Nah.
It's 90s. It's very 90s.
Yes. Needs less everything.
Like the big thing behind his head.
Needs less everything.
Oh, he's a showman. And then look, it's that evil Rudolph came to life. Really, Ben? There's like giant Santa Claus and elves coming to life because it's Christmas time and there's a literal blizzard going on. Of course. I don't know who Mysterio's explaining this to, but when Spider-Man put the visor on, he put lenses over Spider-Man's mask so he sees all this fake stuff. Lilith, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still here.
You might take a pee break, just let me know.
No, I couldn't hear you for a moment. So.
But I'm just like, okay, maybe he doesn't know that stuff's on his mask to make him see this stuff. But I'm like, Mysterio's behind this. Shouldn't you realize that this is some kind of illusion?
Again, Ben's not the sharpest tool in the shed box.
I guess, but then he goes out there to fight all the evil Santa and everything, and then what's the cliffhanger? He's falling to his death because that cheap web flute he made up froze up.
I know. I was like, oh, that's where that was going.
That's what happens when you make your web flute out of dishwashing soap, I guess.
And Mysterio was like super creepy watching from that hole in the wall. Like, I'm like,
I'm surprised. Like Jurgens or somebody didn't go to give him a mustache to twirl.
I think it was vetoed in the editors' meeting.
We'll give you a smoking head, no mustache.
Terrible.
His head can look like the end of a lit cigarette, but no mustache.
Jeez.
But then it's continued in Amazing Spider-Man 408.
Yeah.
Which I like that cover.
Yes.
Ben Reilly laying in the snow, like a mostly white cover.
Part of the Clone Saga. Part of the Media Blizzard story arc.
Yes.
Just.
And then part 2 by Tom DeFeltz.
Do you have the alternate cover or
what? No, this.
What is the alternate cover?
What, you think I have all the variant covers of Ben Reilly?
I would assume. Did I assume wrong?
I don't know if I knew this had a variant cover.
It's a Badgley cover.
Oh, is it? Well, this is a Badgley too, I think.
Yeah. It's just like him clinging to the wall with a little shadow, with the little Christmas Spider-Man at the top.
I should get that. I can hang it on the wall. It's just, Bagley's my favorite Spider-Man artist, and hey.
Exactly.
And it's Ben Reilly. From words of a young lady, I love Ben Reilly.
I mean, to each his own.
But yeah, part 2 is written by Tom DeFalco, and like I said, penciler's Mark Bagley.
Yep.
Impossible be my dream.
Are you sure?
To dream the impossible dream.
Ugh. So he breaks his fall by ricocheting off the sides of buildings to slow his momentum.
Yeah, but he kind of messes up one of his arms. I swear, DeFalco loves doing that. He did it to Peter in the 80s. It's like he always seems like he gotta like mess up, get hurt.
One day, Peter's gonna Gwen Stacy himself. Mark my words. Anyway, yeah, he knocks himself out, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I love he passes out, but he's still clinging to the wall with one hand.
Hey, but at least they're super progressive, because it's 1996 and Mysterio has a drone. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I want a drone.
I got like 2, but they're the cheap ones. I don't have like the $500 drone. Every time I go into Best Buy, I'm like, no, must not buy. I need to eat food this week, damn it.
I'd be taking that to cons and everything, putting that up on our media, social media and stuff.
Yeah, I don't need a drone, because that's not what I would use it for.
Really need that 360 porn mode? Yeah, of course you do.
I was gonna say hello. But, yeah.
So, yeah, Mysterio's twirling his fake mustache, his non-existent mustache again. Then we go to the, Riker's Island. I was hoping for the vault. Riker's Island. No.
Oh, wait, Armada? Oh, yeah, Armada.
Yeah.
He's being transferred.
So 90s it hurts. Mysterio's little lackey who got captured in Sensational number 0.
Yeah, guardsman from the vault.
See, he's the creeper, man. He has those little drones, and he calls them all like women's names. Like,
I mean, you're supposed to name your cars and your boats after women, so it kind of sort of makes sense.
I guess. And he named himself after a whole fleet of boats.
Yeah.
But,
got a little water theme there.
So Mary didn't need to spring him. Hey, look at this guy. It's Spider-Man cereal. I remember that.
Shakim Panzos. Oh, these names are just killing me. And their rivals, Jagged Skulls. I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, stereotype number 1 and stereotype number 2.
Yeah. It was the 90s. It was slightly okay in the 90s.
And again, it's the Falco. He was old in the 90s. I mean, come on.
No excuse. There was an editor.
I know. But he was probably old too.
Oh, so, at least he wisens up after he, turns the gang members into, monsters to get Spider-Man to attack them. And he's just like, oh, I'm not falling for this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Spider-Man is attacking the gang members. But then he's telling the one guy, who's a Shakim, why were they after you? And then Armada, team up with the gang members.
This is what I mean, just overdoing it with, they can't help themselves. They have to overdo it with villains. They have to. It's it's the most Spider-Man thing to do.
And the Falco loves using, street kids and stuff. He did it in Amazing 252. I think he did it in another issue after this when Peter comes back. He just loves using, kids off.
He likes to keep it street level, bro, with a little bit of magic mixed.
Yo, dog, we hip.
Oh my god. Exactly how that went down.
Exactly. Not the Falco 96. He's like, yo, this is hip. But yeah, so Spider-Man's fighting the gang members again, and then he picks up one of their knives and throws it through, robot birds attacking. And then Armada and his drones. Which is all being broadcast live on Mystery Vision.
Do it for the ratings!
Streaming, if you will.
He was ahead of his time. I will give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I couldn't even imagine I can't even remember what the internet was like back then. I just know it took an hour to download music yeah.
You don't remember what the internet was like back then, Wolfhard?
No, see, I grew up on the West Coast. I pretty much had DSL and Hi-O since forever. But even then, I couldn't imagine streaming back in 96,
Yeah, it was, it took forever to download anything. Yeah, streaming. Did they even stream in 96?
I vaguely remember people, I know porn was doing it.
Of course.
No, porn actually pushes technology. I wrote a whole paper about it. It's true.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, people paying $35 a week or whatever it was back then.
I mean, not to go down too far of a rabbit hole, phrasing. Don't they credit porn with the advances in HD and?
Yep. From even VHS, why you have a 4-head versus the 2-head tracking on the VHS and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. It was because of porn. Anyway, yeah. So those lenses over that mask, I'm just over.
I'm like, really? Really? You can't feel an extra weight on your mask or anything? It's 96. They're broadcasting images through his mask. They can't be that like. And then they start cracking, so it's like, wait, what's wrong with my vision? Oh.
Yeah.
As he rips the front of Armada's costume armor off.
Ugh. Thank God the feed cuts off.
Mm-hmm. And Mysterio, I am the world's greatest showman.
Unfortunately, he still has more tricks up his sleeve because we have another issue to talk about.
Well, yeah, the issue ends with Spider-Man threatening the gang members to leave his buddy alone. And...
Oh, he unclogs his web shooters finally.
Yeah. I just love the street kid, though. He's like, I'm going to be a big-time lawyer like my man Johnny Cochran.
I mean, there's worse lawyers to aspire to be.
I guess. But I mean, speaking of that, did you know OJ's on Twitter, like, sharing videos now?
He's threatening to do a podcast where he tells his side of the story, and I'm like, didn't you already do that if I did it on, like, Fox or whatever?
Wasn't it a book or something, even?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm like, did you pay the Goldmans back? Because I'm pretty sure if you did that, that's where all your money would go to. I'm pretty sure.
They were talking about this on Howard Stern. They're like, yeah, I don't think he's paid them back. But meanwhile, he was doing one video from, like, the golf course on the country club he's, like, a member of or something.
Who the hell let OJ in a private country club?
Enough money, man. They'll let Hitler golf.
Not true. Hitler had a Jewish grandma. Hey, man. Country clubs are like some old school, still like stuck in the swamp type stuff.
Before OJ at least has some money from his pension, I think. Hey, he was a former football player.
I get it. Like, OJ, I don't know. I get it. Yeah. It's Vegas, too. He's out in Vegas, so. Yeah. Vegas, yeah, I could see that, actually, now that I think about it. Probably the Wing Golf Club. Yeah, probably the Wing.
I don't know.
Cesspool. Anyway, moving right along to Spider-Man 65.
Final chapter by Howard Mackey and John Romita Jr. and Tom Morgan do the pencils.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, I like Romita Jr.'s pencils on Spider-Man, but I really don't feel him on like when he does a Superman book or like even did Thor for a while. Just like
I like his Thor stuff, but I don't like his Superman stuff.
Yeah,
I'm very particular about my Superman.
Yeah, I think he's better with this not the overly muscle bound characters. Like Spider-Man's like a better fit for his art, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we pick up where we left off.
Well, Spider-Man goes back to the theater where Mysterio had his headquarters, but it's empty now.
Of course it is. It could never be that easy.
And then, of course, Mr. Randolph Hines is like, what is this? Oh, all the big people in Hollywood are there.
I'm just saying it would take more than 2 days for people in Hollywood to give notice. They're just like, okay, you're doing good. That's cute or whatever. Call me. We've been doing this for a year.
Record-setting numbers. Of course, the vice president of Hollywood had to fly out.
The vice president. Tom Cruise? What?
Really?
Seems like it. They keep letting him make movies. But anyway. So then Mysterio drops his disguise and he's gloating. And I'm just like, oh, it took 3 issues for this. The part that I hate when Mysterio does it. It's like, he's classic villain's got a monologue, bro. Classic.
You get the visual, that his network's killing Fox, ABC, NBC.
What about UPN? Because that was a thing in 96.
Or I don't see CBS on here.
I guess that he wasn't going for the old people. No Murder, She Wrote, no Texas Walker Ranger.
Oh, good. I think you didn't watch that.
Oh, I watched Texas Walker Ranger with my grandma Friday nights. That was my jam. Chuck Norris, man. Come on, be serious. Anyway. Oh, then it turns out, look who's behind this. Jessica Carradine.
What?
Look who shows up. Jessica.
Oh, yeah. Ben Reilly looks like he's nursing a hangover.
If that's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
But, yeah, no, he was like, working on those lenses, and he's like, "Dude, I had my costume." Yeah,
Idiot.
She should think what a slacker he is.
And he's like, you going on a date? You got other things to do, homie. I don't care about that Eisendat exhibit. You got other things to do. Yeah, cut to the chase. We haven't seen Jessica in lingerie or anything. Just saying.
Come on, yeah.
If Mary Jane had to do it, she should have to do it. Just saying.
More skin from Ben Reilly this scene than her.
Well, turnabout is fair play. It's all good. And then they start reminiscing about their lost relatives.
Do you have any family? No, me neither. Hey, do you have a TV? No, me neither.
And then they're walking past the electronics store, and I'm just like, how is this still a thing in '96? Oh no, that's not true. Circuit City didn't go out of business till the early aughts.
That's true.
Or the mid aughts, or whatever it was.
Yeah, there's still electronic stores.
But I literally in my life have never seen people crowd around an electronics store to watch breaking news. My whole life, I've never seen it.
We're hypnotized.
I guess.
And I don't know if someone in this truck must have caught a glimpse, because then the truck spins out of control and crashes on the ice.
Well, to be fair, it is an icy road.
And
Jessica runs off to take pictures. How morbid.
And Ben's like, oh, well, she wants to sell pictures of the Bugle. I mean, it's news.
It's morbid.
But then,
if it leads, it leads. I get it, but it's morbid.
But so Ben thinks about the irony of his date, the Bugle photographer, going to take pictures.
Kind of now he knows how it feels, huh?
Yeah. What do you think? That's fine. I'll have to make an excuse to go change into my costume.
Yeah.
And he also remarks to himself, "God, I thought to add some antifreeze to the wedding last night."
Dude.
That's just Howard Mackey saying, "I ain't got time for that."
Exactly.
So Ben as Spider-Man is getting the people out of shock, and Jessica's just taking his picture over and over. He's like, "This is creepy." He's like, "Hey, lady, go get those cops over there."
Just gonna end our date.
Then Jessica gets hypnotized by the TV until Spider-Man webs up the window.
She's terrible. I'm sorry. It's terrible storytelling all around.
And then even when Ben changes back, she's still more interested in taking pictures of the wedding on the window than him.
Yeah.
So then he checks in at the Daily Grind.
Wait.
What?
Daily Grind, like the MTV show?
That's the name of the coffee shop, Lil.
I thought it was just the Grind.
No, I think it's Daily, or is it just the Grind? No, I'm pretty sure it's Daily Grind.
Oh, wow. That's as bad as CC Jitters. Anyway, he's telling that story about, Ben, Shirley and her son were so engrossed in television, he had to surf himself, and I'm just like, yeah. That's how I feel sometimes when I'm in places too, buddy.
No.
Do you need me to come back there and help drop the fries, or nah? Buzz is annoying. Everybody that he knows is annoying. I'm sorry.
They give him the idea to look for the transmitter. Oh yeah, transmitter. Yeah. Then he goes back to that Dr. Ramirez, and he's like, "Hey, can you whip up something with these lenses so I can track the signal?" I'm like, wait a minute, don't you have Peter Parker's brain? Couldn't you do that yourself?
Well, also, Peter's brain doesn't always work the best either, so...
I know, but they have enough knowledge to do that.
I mean, he did make trackers.
Yeah, spider tracers, yes.
Another point to how he was not the real Peter. That clone brain fog.
I know, but he invented impact webbing and stingers.
Did he? Now I'm starting to question it.
Oh.
He plagiarized it from Octavius. There, I said it.
Superior nerd.
Charlie, back me up on this.
Fight me, superior nerd. So yeah, so he gets a device that lets him home right in on the transmitter. Of course, when he's close enough, Mysterio sees him on his supervillain screen.
I gotta get me one of those. He's just so amped up into his ratings, though.
Lilith, you can't get that now. It's what is it? One of those Ring doorbells?
Oh, no, I mean, I want, one of those big, giant, Batman computer rooms. with like all the cameras from everybody that I hate. Just... Anyway, moving on.
Creepy. All right. So then Spider-Man gets to the roof. So yeah, they take out the transmitter, but then he sees a dragon or something.
What is this? Angel Season 5 series finale?
I was gonna say, did Mysterio invent Game of Thrones?
Is this where George R.R. Martin stole his idea from?
Supposedly he was a Marvel fan.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah. Like, what is, like, this fight, this, like, end fight was just so lackluster.
I know. Oh, but there is precedent, because I know people have been saying in the movie Mysterio's blasting out of his hands. Look, he lets out some hand blasts here.
Yeah, who said it wasn't?
I don't know.
That's how I picture him anyway, because they've done it so much.
You know comics, bro. And Spider-Man's like, if you're so confident in your programming, why don't you take off the subliminal thing and let people judge for themselves? And he said, Mysterio's like, life is too short to be sunk by the whim of some critics.
Hallelujah, amen. I feel you on that, brother.
You think I would let them throw some rotten tomatoes at me?
Wow. Ahead of his time. He was a visionary. That's all I'm saying.
And then Spider-Man's trying to wreck the transmitter, and so Mysterio's blasting at him and says, he says, and I quote, "You're about to be canceled, Spider-Man."
Ouch.
Yeah, he went there. So then, of course, they all, all right, gotta wait for the spider sense. Once he blasts, I'm gonna let him blast his own transmitter. So they could say, "Nuh-uh, you did it, not me."
And the moral of the story is, Mystery Vision wasn't all that entertaining.
No, then they come crashing down so everyone sees. Of course, the smoke picks that point to dissipate around his head, so all the vice president of Hollywood sees it's Randolph Hines as Mysterio. And the ratings drop exactly, it's like from the time it took them to drop from the roof, the ratings just plummet.
You know what's a better story than this? Spider-Man, the Osborn Journal #1. You know how bad that pains me to say that.
Oh, there were 101 ways to end the Clone Saga?
Exactly.
But I was just waiting for Mysterio to drop the line. I was going to give up a life of crime if it hadn't been for you, Ben Reilly.
A mess.
Oh, come on. This way you'll think Far From Home is a masterpiece, love.
True. There's that.
I mean, it was a masterpiece.
I wouldn't say it was a masterpiece, but it's a good movie.
Shh. It's not like we recorded this ahead of time. Shh.
Well, it's not my fault you don't have Chinese friends or sneak preview passes, Philip.
Matey.
But yeah, I'm literally gonna go tomorrow, but I've already seen it. It's just not good copy. Like, I subtitles drive me insane. So, actually have to go see it.
Lilith just lies every time there's a movie and tells them she's dying, she needs to see it.
Anyway, no, like I said, I've heard good things, and that's from what I could see, it was good.
Yeah. So, for the Media Blizzard arc, what grade would you give it?
F.
Oh.
This is a total failure. Like, I hate a dumb Spider-Man. Like, that's just not the core of who any Spider person is, period. Even Spider-Ham is smart in his own way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, that's like one of those connective tissues that have to be there.
Yeah.
And honestly, we could have used a little less Mysterio. Like, this is the time they picked to do a 3 arc with no other villain in sight. Like, not a one. Not secretly, Norman Osborn, Harry Osborn, Doc Ock, there's nobody. Just all Mysterio for every single issue.
How soon they forget Armada.
It's like, ugh.
It was like
you had like the little Street Fight or whatever, but
well, it was like a video.
It was a diversion.
It was like a video game, First you get through Armada and everything, and then the final boss battle was Mysterio.
I mean, that final boss battle was about as bad as Season 4's Arrow, where they basically slapped each other.
But no, it's like an old video game. It's like, okay, wait till we blast, and then duck out of the way so he blasts his own transmitter.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, 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 A.
Contra.
All webbed up. Ugh.
Did they really clone this one?
Yikes. What would you give it? Because you're the Ben Reilly guy.
Yeah, I do like Ben Reilly, but yeah, he was dumb in this. I like the Mark Bagley art. Probably is.
So you know what?
What?
The artwork was okay. D-. D as in dog.
Okay. I'll give it a C.
Alright. And with that, my Mysterio month of madness is over.
That's right, because next week for our special 5th week event, we'll be joined by Mr. Matt Kona to review the first 3 issues of Spider-Man 2099.
Ultimate Spider-Cast Annual number 1.
What?
You better title it that, too.
Annual number 1.
Annual number 1, yeah. For every 5th week, that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be number 2. It's gonna be a thing now.
So if there's multiple 5th weeks in a year, we're gonna do multiple annuals a year?
Yes.
You know do you know the
I know, inconceivable.
So yeah, send your
But
thoughts.
that's the joke.
Yeah, so send your thoughts on Spider-Man 2099, written by Charlie Esser's best friend Peter David, and then join us in August as with Hellfire and I sling all month.
See who can get to sling by.
So if you enjoyed the Spider-Man Identity Crisis arc or this 12-issue Slinger series, and you want to sling with me and Love Hellfire, email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us facebook.com/ultimatespidercast, and remember, join our Facebook group Web of Spider-Man and submit your questions. Maybe we'll read them here on the podcast.
Not maybe, we will.
Oh, we will. Yeah, and we'll even answer you there too. But and then follow us on Twitter @ULTSpidercast and @CLSidekicks. CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And go join us. Go check out hypnotic free website capesandlunatics.org.
Says Philip, but I wouldn't trust it.
Oh, you can use your dit chip. I don't care. All right, Little Hellfire. Where can people discuss network programming with you?
If you guys want to hang out with me on Twitter, I'm there sometimes at Lilith Hellfire. And if you guys really want to have fun, be sure to follow at Lilith Hellfire69 on the gram. Memes are coming.
Be gentle with the package.
I lost my nipple for nothing. I lost my nipple for nothing.
All right, so thank you for joining us for the Media Blizzard arc.
Not quite soft and not quite hard.
No, it's a straight floppy D.
Oh! All right, everyone. Again, join us next time for our annual, I guess? Our first annual of the year? Spider-Man 2099, which is 1, 2, 3. This is the Max Photo. One of those.
What is this, a crossover episode?
Rolf and I will end the summer with slinging. And swing on back.
Whip.